Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Tex Murphy Overseer. Well, last time we broke into Jason Gideon's mansion and we're right above the most annoying puzzle in the game. It's not really a puzzle, it's a timing thing. And I completely forgot what the cheat code to advance was. The one that enables us that we don't set off the instant kill death trap. But I figured out what it is. Turns out it's Alt-F, not
Need to jump down
Alt-D.
to the floor inside the display walls.
So just to show you how this is supposed to work. And ta-da.
This looks suspiciously like a flower pot.
Okay, so we're now safely inside Jason Gideon's mansion once again.
I wonder how much Gideon paid for these.
And a CD just lying out.
CD. If I can find out what's on this, I might get a better idea.
Well, we already know what he's up to. We know that he is contriving to devise some kind of means of electronically controlling people. For the greater good, of course, but here we are in his study, and... Huh, weird.
Sure beats the aquarium of guppies I had when I was a kid.
A little glitch there.
A dinosaur coin bank. Must be a keepsake from when Gideon was like the rest of us.
Oh, if only we had a coin to make it work. Oh, wait, we do. Nothing like sophisticated humor, is there?
This is a curious little dropping. Ah, the bat phone. Those people at Glamour Shots really do some nice work. Gideon must be trying to corner the stained glass market. 4 Tiffany lamps. Seems a little ostentatious. 4 Tiffany lamps. Seems so much wasted seating space. Gideon's got a whole herd of horsey pictures. Got a whole herd of horsey pictures. I'll bet Gideon bought this with his hard-earned cash. 4 Tiffany lamps. Seems a little ostentatious. These books must be for decoration. Satan doesn't like the call, but Gabriel will be shooting the 1-on-1. If I ever run into this Cupid guy, I'm gonna beat the hell out of him. This appears to be an elaborate cabinet, but I can't figure out how to open it. In my experience, bookshelves should always be inspected thoroughly. It speaks much for decoration. Nice wings. In my experience, bookshelves should always be inspected thoroughly.
Yeah, because there is one particular book we need to find on here. There we go.
There's something odd about this particular set of books. Some sort of metal cross. There's something odd about this particular set of books.
Okay, so we got some type of cross, and I think that's everything in the room. Let's go ahead and rummage through Gideon's desk.
It's like a video game I played on Dad's old 286. As I remember, the game was just too darn big to fit on one floppy disk. Bat phone.
And yeah, nothing else here. Except for this cross that oddly seems to go with this over here.
The cross must need to be placed in the right spot. Probably in one of those outlines that popped up when I first put the cross on the cabinet.
Yeah, easy enough. But that gave us...
Nothing boosts my confidence like finding a security card.
So now I have a security card. And a key.
There must be a place where I can run this disc somewhere around here.
And I think that's all we need to do in the study. Yes, danger lurks around every corner. Just not this particular corner.
Seems like an odd place for a couch. I don't see a TV anywhere. Well, I can't help but admire the sturdiness and craftsmanship of the doors. I'll need to find a little something before I can open this.
Maybe this key? And here we have what appears to be the game room.
Give me 5, way down low. The relatively obscure philosopher Mediocrities.
And lots of swords.
Hermaphrodite.
And what's this? On the plywood cabinet.
What is this? This thing is ancient. Maybe I'll let Gideon know I was here by beating his high score.
And yep, this is just like the old fighting sequence, except we can't take cover on this one. Just keep firing before they can hit us. I killed you, you dirty rats! Aw. Well, that was a fun little blast from the past.
Still fashionable after all these years. Nightlight. Gideon could probably beat me at chess, but I'd wax him in a game of 9-ball. These won't help, because I'm looking for clues. Probably beat me at chess, but I'd wax him in a game of 9-ball.
Something odd about this pool set, though.
Gideon could probably beat me at chess. I'd wax him in a game of 9-ball.
But you have to pick it up to notice it.
Well, I hope Gideon got a good deal on these pool balls, because they're all numbered wrong.
Yeah, the colors on the solids don't match what they should be on a regulation pool set. So we're going to go ahead and pick these up and take these balls with us. I think we got everything, because you'll note we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colored balls. So we've got red for 1, green for 2, 3 for black. That should be the 8 ball. Orange for 4, maroon for 5, blue for 6, purple for 7, and yellow for 8. 8 colors. That could be important. And another totally unnatural fire. And a hellaciously pixelated gun.
I don't care much for guns. Except, of course, when I'm hunting wabbit. Some sort of metal cross. Gideon must offer medium and large-size pizzas.
And yes, I see the obvious puzzle. It is obvious.
Nice floral touch.
Because in case it was not obvious enough, where we're supposed to be heading next, they have to make this into a literal puzzle. And annoyingly, there's not enough room to get these completely out of the way to clear room, but it's fairly standard puzzle territory. You just have to get the corners and then build from there. So we've got the dark blue here, we got the light blue elsewhere. And these do click into place once you get them close. Not close enough, but there we go. That'll be the far corner, that'll be up top. Yeah, so I mean they've got all overlapped here. So we got that there. Okay, finally got that, and might be better if we get the... What? No, I'm trying to... Yeah, see maybe about how the overlapping on this gets annoying really quickly. In case you hadn't guessed or don't recognize this at this point, we're putting together another famous San Francisco landmark. And you might have guessed this if you remember the ending of Mean Streets. The jigsaw puzzle is of Alcatraz. Just blended right in there, didn't it? Okay, but there is a reason for doing that, apart from going, oh, this is where we're supposed to go next. On the very back...
Chess terms must be passwords. Could be useful at some point.
Just in case we hadn't figured them out before now, and made the guess as to what John Klaus's password was, there's the last password that we didn't get at our own at some point, night. And we just look at each ball, and yeah, same thing. Okay, so that is all we need from the game room here. And why do we need those balls, you ask? Well, you're about to see. And you're about to curse again, because, once more, this is something that only makes sense within the context of we are in an adventure game. Much like the security system that, oh, we can run this path and, you know, it'll have different little panels light up and become dangerous at random. Although realistically, they don't let you, you know, the floor doesn't glow when they become deadly, so you can figure out what sequence you've got left. And I get the feeling that they built this part, you know, they were rushing a deadline to get Overseer done on time, from what I've read. So it does seem like they kind of left this long hallway in here, trying to increase the gameplay. Could add some tense music here or something, but anyway.
Looks like the access panel requires a numeric code.
Okay, so yes, we have the colors here, we have the numbers here. So we'll go ahead and start with red 1. Green is 2. Then black was 3. The orange was 4. Maroon 5. I wonder if that's the reference that this is from, Maroon 5. That'd be kind of cool if that was where the band name came from. But blue is 6. Right, no, that's 5. And then purple is 7. And that leaves yellow as 8. Alarm deactivated. So, we now have this control room.
Unless I miss my guess, that's a graphic of Alcatraz Island. Looks like Gideon's got a prison flick on the TV. And it's got a built-in disc player. How nice.
Isn't that convenient? Well, let's watch the CD that just had to be left out there. I said let's watch the CD that just had to be left out there. Okay, I thought that was the player. I said now, Silent Bob.
Well, that won't work.
Okay, there it is. That one will slip there. Got it. Mr. Gideon, security droids have been installed in cell blocks A and C. They are equipped with heat and motion sensing equipment. Droid 1 patrols cell block A in a repeating pattern. Any target detected on the same level as the droid and within 20 feet will be destroyed, unless it is inside the cell. Droid 2 patrols the long corridor in cell block C in a repeating pattern. Any target detected on any level and within 70 feet of the droid will be destroyed, unless it is inside the cell. The only safe zones are the empty cells in cell blocks A and C, all of B and D, and the subterranean level, which is monitored by human security. Aren't we glad we got that very important plot information?
Disc shape might just fit in here. Pretty high tech for me. I just learned how to use WordPerfect. It's a picture of the president's daughter. What diabolical scheme is Gideon working on? I wonder what these monitors are monitoring. An external display of Gideon's mansion. Good thing no one was on guard duty when I broke. These monitors are monitoring.
Okay, so now we know we have to get to Alcatraz. But before we can get out of here, we do need to deactivate the security system completely.
Uh-oh. The floor's armed again. I'll need to find a way to turn it off from this side if I ever want to get out of here.
Well, I could just hack it again, but in order to turn it off, we have to go back down this long hallway. Or I can just fast travel back to the security room.
Security override panel. I hope it has something to do with the gallery floor. Looks like it needs a security card.
What did I just hit it with?
Security override panel. I hope it has something to do with the gallery floor.
Okay, now I should be able to fast travel to the gallery floor. And yes, annoyingly, it does make us walk through this, but since we now have the alarm off, we don't have to mess with this anymore. Kind of a rocky ramp for Gideon to be coming up. And, okay, apparently there is one thing I'm forgetting in all of this. Although I have all the passwords, I have the pass cards. But it won't let us leave because there's something I've forgotten, and I'm darned if I can remember what it is at this point. Okay, yeah, I did forget something in the control room, and it's ironic because you see this bit here that I thought originally was disk or someplace to put a disk. Yeah, you get close to it, it becomes nothing. But up here, and weirdly enough, this looks better from the side than it does straight on, but there is a second disk here.
You know better than to leave top secret disk just laying around.
Some security expert he is. So anyway, this is a non-disclosure document. Construction on Alcatraz is set to begin August 1st, 2036. The property has been purchased by Mr. Gideon and is no longer government property. Construction projects will include installation of modernized electrical work and plumbing, as well as fully automated client control air and purification systems. Control and air purification systems. Storage equipment and capacity for 5 years' worth of food and provisions. A security shield designed to block detection of all electrical, radio, and particle transmissions, a subterranean command center with satellite links, extensive computerization, and state-of-the-art virtual reality capabilities. An extensive security system utilizing the existing structure. This will entail automated surveillance supervised by a small human contingent. Construction phases are to proceed as they did during the construction of Gideon's home. The projected completion date is December 1st, 2037. So now we should be able to return to Gideon's bedroom and get the heck out of here. Or go to the gallery and head back up to his bedroom and get the heck out of here. And the sad thing is, I've got Tex on running speed.
Tex, you did it. Slade, when the cops came, he confessed to everything. The status of my daddy's death has been changed from suicide to homicide, and I got the money.
That's the fastest an insurance company has ever worked, ever.
I'm not done with the case yet.
What do you mean you're not done?
There's still something I've got to do.
Why? We're rich. You can retire.
Not on $1 million.
Not money.
Well, what in the world else could it be about?
Call it a moral obligation.
What about your immoral obligation?
Gideon's project's out of control. I mean, a lot of people have died. Somebody's got to do something about it, and I'm in the best position to do that.
Why don't you just stay out of it? You've got plenty of things to take care of now, including me.
If our future's worth having, it's worth waiting for.
Look, we have everything around here to make us completely happy. How dare you want to throw it away? What are you trying to prove, huh? That you're brave and strong? Well, I've already seen that. What you're talking about is stupid.
Obviously don't understand me very well. I got into this business to help people, and I'm not just gonna sit around and watch this thing happen. I mean, how would I feel about myself?
You know what? You go play Boy Scout. I don't care.
Sylvia, I want us to be together, but you can't change me.
You know what? You do what you have to do. Just don't expect me to bring flowers to your funeral.
I left for Alcatraz right after Sylvia stormed out of my office. Probably should have gotten a good night's sleep first, but I was pretty wound up.
Poor baby.
Yeah, well, it turns out it didn't matter. As soon as I landed on Alcatraz and stepped out of my speeder, something zapped me and I blacked out. Must have been one of those security droids. When I came to, I was in a locked jail cell in one of the old prison sections.
And this brings to mind another odd little plot question. First of all, why didn't they take the cards? Secondly, why didn't they just kill me?
Unfortunately, the bars don't seem to have corroded with age.
Because those droids, much like the droids in Under a Killing Moon, will kill us instantly the minute that we try to, we get close to them. Thankfully...
The bricks in this section of the cell wall look a little loose. Maybe this is my only way out. This wall looks pretty shaky, and I'd just as soon avoid a cave-in. I've got to create a hole large enough for me to crawl through, but it'll have to be perfectly square with no other gaps.
Why perfectly square? Because it's more annoying that way. So yeah, we can go ahead and take that one out.
I guess I can't move that brick if it's the only thing supporting the one above it.
Yeah, so we can't take that out. And again, this can get kind of annoying with all of this. We can take that. Okay, well, not let us slide that. We can take that out. Now, trick to this that they don't tell you is you can rotate the bricks. So we can take that there to hold that one up. But that one cannot be removed. So we can now take that one out. We can pull that out and move that there for the moment. And even though that structurally shouldn't be that sound either. And we can't even slide that one across, unfortunately, so we'll put that one there. Slide that one out there, even though this really should not work. And we can't seem to remove this one at all. But you know what? 911. At which point we wind up in the very next cell. With an extra brick.
Unfortunately, the bars don't seem to have corroded with age.
And a platform full of stuff over there, along with a tarp on the ground.
Unfortunately, the bars don't seem to have corroded with age.
So yeah. Even though we can't look at it, we can totally do this. And magnet is stuck on there.
Unfortunately, the bars don't seem to have corroded with age. Unfortunately, the bars don't seem to have corroded with age. These mattresses give the phrase, "Don't let the bed bugs bite," a very real and disturbing meaning.
So yeah, we're able to take the chain off of there.
These mattresses give the phrase, "Don't let the bed bugs bite," a very real and disturbing meaning.
Okay, so we have a chain with a hook. Use that to pull the tarp to us. So we now have, let's see, what do we have? Duct tape, electrical tape, sorry, and a laser torch. Well, conveniently, we can use the laser torch to cut our way out of here.
I crawled through the hole in the bars, climbed over the railing, and jumped down to the cell block floor. I quickly realized I had two problems. One, I had no idea where to start looking, and two, the cell block was being monitored by a security droid. It wasn't that smart, but if I wasn't in a cell when it passed me on the ground level, I'd be Hamburger Helper.
Okay, so thankfully we'll be able to duck in here really quickly to save the game. And hey! Barbed wire of some type. Well, we'll go ahead and save here before we look at that.
Maybe I should unroll this.
Okay, so now we have unrolled wire in a hook shape of some type. Okay, I had a game crash, which has resulted in this rather annoying bug that my last save, the sound appears to have been disabled. So now I have no clue whatsoever about that droid's comings and goings apart from visual, which, as we've noted before, does not work too well. Which is unfortunate because I finally figured out or remembered what the trick to this is. And the thing is that what we need to advance is just beyond our reach. As you can see, that one thing we can kind of... We're supposed to be able to see a key through the door here that we're supposed to use the hook to get a hold of. But it's really tricky to get a hold of, and it being there doesn't make things any easier. And yeah, that got us the key. So we had to click right on it. So run for it to cell block B. And go, okay, we have sound again, finally. Although we've lost Tex's voiceover. Okay, well, I guess we'll just try and proceed without... Yeah, we're not getting the sound effect either. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go for a bit. And yeah, there's a gas mask to pick up for no readily apparent reason. And look at the key. I wonder if that's really true. You know, there's never pass card to get to. But we need something to be able to grab that pass card as well. Shame we didn't save our wire from before. I'm going to go ahead and save here, because cell block C is the one with the really unforgiving drone. Yeah, this one, if it even senses you out of a cell on the same floor, it's curtains. And I think I totally went down the wrong dead-end hallway. Okay, over here I don't think it'll touch me. Hopefully one of these will open. And yeah, from here we were able to catch a glimpse of a gas canister that is bolted to the piping that we are going to need to get a hold of. And there is something that we need in the cells down here. But we need to work around the unforgiving drone. And now we've got no sound cues to do it. And it's a speedy little bugger. I may have just hovering around the other way. Yeah, it was above us, but miraculously that didn't do anything. Yep. there's the key. Knew there was one in one of these cells, but thankfully we can just fast travel back to B. I can't get out of the cell block unless I get by the security droid. Okay, fine. And did it lock up again? I think it locked up again. Wait, no. Yes? No? Okay, hitting escape seems to have done the trick, oddly enough. Ah ha 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 ha. Well, I thought that had to have been more than 70 feet there, but I'm not going to quibble. Let's just look at what key we've got. Key to cell block D. Okay. Gonna try and run for this again. Okay, now this one we're safe, but before we continue any further, I'm going to save the game here, try and reload it, and see if that fixes our sound problem. Be right back.
Most of the cells appear to be locked.
Okay, fixed the sound bug. So here we are in cell block D with some colorful graffiti around us. And this appears to be the pathway down to the subterranean bunker.
This cell's full of ancient supply crates. Probably too old to be of any use, but I better check it out.
And yeah, which means that we do need to get into the cell doors over there. And there is a puzzle here. And I managed to solve this one back in the original game, but in retrospect, I solved it using the completely wrong solution. But it worked anyway, because you'll see we have a note here that says E plus O equals 2, O minus E equals 8. Well, that doesn't make sense unless you're using negative numbers. So the trick here is that E plus O is 2, well, that would be negative 5 and O3. And then if you had negative 5 minus 3, that would give you negative 8, or 8 in this case. The trick to this is that apparently to get the number you want, you're supposed to take that number and then either subtract 2 or jump ahead 3. I thought we were supposed to take 2 and 8, so I wound up turning it to 10.
This thing looks pretty corroded. I guess it only controls the 10 cell doors on the ground level. And if it's not working correctly, it'll be a trick to figure out where to move the lever to open the cell I want to get into.
Of course, you can just trial and error this one as well, but you know, I just did 2 and 8 to open up this one, where all the gear is.
This cell's full of ancient supply crates. Probably too old to be of any use, but I better check it out. It's full of ancient supply crates.
We got all the way to this one to find, well, a timer detonator.
This timer and detonator could be a useful item.
Could be. Okay, so now we have that. We'll head down into the basement. Block the, our body blocking this door immediately to our left, and the trash just magically appears.
A shiny new garbage bag. One man's trash is another man's.
So open that trash bag in order to find...
There's a dirty air filter in the garbage bag.
And we will take this dirty air filter for no readily apparent reason.
Well, supply crates. Supply crates. Gideon must be planning on holing up here for a while. This must be where they kept the barrels of swill for the supply crates. Gideon must be planning on holing up here for a while.
Okay, so we have that.
Well, this is quite the air filtration system. Must be a clean room and some computer equipment around here somewhere. There seems to be a problem with one of these units. A warning light's flashing.
And that brings us to this little hint of an animation where a non-killer droid comes to fix the air conditioner.
Maintenance droid replaced the filter and then exited through a door at the end of the hall.
Did you get that vitally important information?
Metal doors.
Okay, so we got this. We got another
Heavy metal doors.
heavy metal door here. And apparently this is the rec room.
Sheesh, give me a heart attack. I guess this droid's dead. This looks like it came off that droid. It's probably bugged. That tool looks like it fell off the maintenance.
And that tool is...
Wristbands of the damned.
So now it looks like we have a tool to open this up with. So we can change the filter if we wish to do so. And then note here, warning, you're entering Gideon Enterprise's high security area. Authorized person only. Violators will be shot.
I'm guessing these signs aren't referring to being photographed.
Yeah. Better duck down at this point. Because if the security guard sees us, it's game over. And there is a security guard up ahead.
No doubt about it. This is the area I need to get into. Wristbands of the damned.
And why do we need to get over here, you ask? Well, very carefully edge up. There's a screwdriver we need to pick up. For part of our master plan of how we are going to get past that security guard. But before we do that, we need to save the game. And we're going to fast travel back to cell block C, where I'm going to take this before that droid gets here. And from across the hall, we're going to retrieve that canister and then fast travel back to the dungeon.
I can't get out of the cell block unless I get by the security droid.
Oh, for the love of... Okay, fine. Okay, so now we have a gas canister.
This gas canister is ancient. Probably used by prison guards in case of a riot. Wonder if it still works.
Well, it does indeed. But what we're going to do is we're going to combine that with that. And with our explosive. And that right there. So we now have an air filter bomb and a gas mask to protect ourselves. So now we can go ahead and travel back to the dungeon. Use our dirty air filter with that. And now we play the waiting game. And voila! And with the gas mask, we can safely get through here. Just to make sure.
This guy didn't seem to take it as hard as the guard did. Link's LS mug. I've got to play that one of these days. At the rate I'm going, security guards everywhere will start referring to me as the Sandman.
And this one did not seem to drop a key.
I guess I'll need something to access the second set of doors.
Which would be the keypad or the key card up on level B that we didn't pick up. Because in all of my cleverness of trying to get to this point, I completely forgot about that one card. So, quick travel back there. As I try to remember, what did I do to get through here to get to that?
Looks like I'll need a key.
Well, I know it looks like I'll need a key, but how do I get to that one?
Looks like I'll need a key.
No, I cannot use the hairbrush as a key. Oh, yeah, I had that key the whole time. Silly me. Alright then, we now have a guard's pass card. And we now have a hairbrush.
Judging by the amount of hair on this brush, I'm guessing Mr. Gideon may want to check into a hair replacement system before too long.
Okay, so, back to the dungeon. Yeah, I've had to do so many intricate puzzles to reach so many keys at this point. They all blur together. And I was trying to remember, do I need to break a pipe off the wall to reach the key or make a spear? Or no. Turns out that it was just that one key I had all the time to get another key. So I can use this key. And I now have a sample of Gideon's hair. DNA lock active, DNA not matched. Hey, it's the X Mansion. That's Cerebro. Magneto. Yeah, I'm not Bill Corbett or Mike Nelson.
I scanner and entered some kind of computer control center. I walked up to what looked like a central terminal and typed in the word stalemate. Suddenly, a command popped up telling me to insert a pass card.
You'd gotten to the system.
I got out the 8 STG pass cards and inserted one into the console. At that point, it asked me for a password, which I had to type in.
Stalemate sequence initiated. To deactivate Overlord, insert pass cards now.
Yeah, the annoying thing about this is you have to rotate the cards and then get them placed perfectly to go in there. Okay, and this is where typing everything out ahead of time makes or breaks this. So, okay, so Queen's the first one. Okay, B. Okay, second password was draw. Third one is castle. Okay, fourth one was gambit. And yeah, you have to place it right on there or it won't work. Okay, fifth one, of course, that was Linsky's. That's Bishop. Sixth one was Resign. That one is Checkmate. And the last card, Klaus's card, was Knigget. And now, because this is a video game set in the 90s, we have to enter a VR landscape. Man, this Oculus Rift is amazing.
Exit this program immediately, Mr. Murphy.
Sorry, Mr. Gideon, I can't do that.
You don't understand what you're doing. I am not the enemy.
I know, but Overlord is.
Then you do not understand its purpose.
I think I do. Do you know how close Law and Order came to overtaking your system?
A calculated risk, my friend. It is the only solution.
Well, a lot of innocent people have been killed. I'm just trying to make sure there are no more victims.
It is better that some die, rather than allow the entire planet to degenerate into total chaos.
No one's got the right to play God.
I agree. It's unconscionable. But the fact is, it's done every day, and moreover by people who aspire to nothing more than avarice and domination. What do you imagine stopping me will accomplish?
But what do you think you'll accomplish?
Overlord is the hope, Mr. Murphy. Oh, with it, I can influence events in the global political arena for good.
Good for you, maybe.
Good for all those who respect mercy and justice.
You've created just a little bit of a monster here, Mr. Gideon. It wouldn't be the first time you lost control of your creation. Law and Order Party was going to use it for its own purposes. Other groups are going to try, and eventually one of them's going to succeed. This little nightmare of yours has got to be destroyed.
Oh, I pity your blindness, and regret that you cannot be reasoned with. Let the match begin.
I'm black, right?
Oh, I'm afraid not. But, you have the first move.
Well, that's good.
Found myself looking out over a huge virtual chessboard covered with chessmen. Gideon had said that I was white, which of course had fewer pieces. Some type of 3D interface popped up with a menu of 8 possible moves on it. As far as I could tell, Call had programmed it so I'd have to choose the correct sequence of moves in order to checkmate the Black King and deactivate Overlord.
And yeah, this is the final puzzle of the game, and this is why we went through the trouble of getting all those chess moves that Greg Call had apparently put on each of the cards, because by sheer coincidence, the exact sequence we need to win this game matches up with the order we got the cards in. So we start with the move on Linsky's card, and then move on to the next one, and so on and so forth. So the first card we got was Linsky's. That was RD1. And let's see preview, but we're going to go ahead and select RD1. And does close off the moves as we need them. The second one was Rook to E7, so that's that one. Okay, the third move was Queen to D7. Check. Okay, fourth move was Bishop to F5. Let's see, the next move from there, lost my place, was Bishop E7, if I remember correctly. Checkmate.
Game, set, and match. Mr.
Oh,
Murphy.
yeah, mistyped it. But thankfully, unlike everything, this one, they let you jump immediately back to where you started. So we'll go ahead and, let's see, it was RD1, RXE7, Queen at E7, that was Bishop F5. Yeah, I got my step 5 and step 6 confused. Then it's Bishop D7. And then it's Bishop to E7.
Overlord. System deactivated.
Whew! Wonder how he got that to blow up from the ground. I mean, would there need to be an explosive on it to start?
Checkmate, Mr. Gideon.
You sunk my battleship.
Your case is finished. I've been saving this to celebrate my success. I suppose I should drink to yours. To the future. Mr. Murphy? I shan't be needing it anymore.
No joking, that was a damn good scene.
Find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck.
Oh yeah, still have this.
See you, Buck. Harley.
So, Mr. Tex Murphy, private investigator, are you ready to take the dive?
Depends. What's in it for me?
Well, let me give you a little taste.
Keep talking.
Well, how about a romantic night in the Caribbean, or sun-filled days on the beaches of Rio?
That $1 million is not going to last you too long if you keep doing that.
How about skiing in the Alps?
I don't ski.
I'll teach you how to ski, among other things.
I'm kind of a white picket fence, kids, dog kind of guy.
We'll talk about that later. Right now, we have the whole world to explore.
You know, Sylvia, I've been thinking. $1 million isn't what it used to be. I think we need to get an investment counselor.
Well, $850,000.
We've already spent $150,000?
But that reminds me, I got a little something for you. Hold on.
Yeah, you can see how Tex lost all the money in his business now, can't you?
You didn't have to do this.
But this is also going to give us another important piece of Tex Murphy lore.
This is in celebration of solving your first case.
Just pose like this for no reason.
It's a hat.
All great detectives wear hats. I thought you should have a fedora.
Hope you didn't pay too much for it.
I paid way too much for it.
And if this doesn't work out, you can always get a job on the internet complaining about how there's no ethics in the gaming journalism field.
What's this?
This was supposed to have been owned by Humphrey Bogart. I know how much you like him.
How? You never talked about this. You barely talked at all in the last few days. Okay, Tex did have that picture of Humphrey Bogart in the room you slept in, but I guess that kind of explains it.
Maybe we can put it in a frame or something. I don't know what to say.
Say thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Would you like one?
Sure, doll. Why not?
So yeah, here's how Tex got started smoking. With the lighter he took from his first enemy. And where he got his famous fedora and trench coat and why he keeps a hold of them. Among other things.
Gideon was probably right.
No, he wasn't. You were. Hey, this is not a perfect world, and no one expects it to be. But the most important thing is our freedom. The freedom to make choices for ourselves. And yes, every now and again, maybe the freedom to make an occasional mistake. You are much too critical of yourself.
It's just that I guess I'm not used to hanging my heart out on my sleeve. I feel like I'm bleeding all over you.
Hey, whose idea was it? It was mine, wasn't to have this talk. And you know what? I appreciate how honest and forthright you've been.
Hell, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sitting here with the world's most wonderful woman, and I haven't been able to make a commitment to you. No, I saved my commitment for women like Sylvia, who caused me nothing but grief. Sonny and Gideon, they were right, because I didn't know anything about life. And I was just getting set up for a big fall, I can tell you that right now. Didn't even take very long with Sylvia. I mean, Sylvia was the only woman that I ever trusted enough with my heart. And not only did she not want it, She punched a hole in it with her high heel as she walked out the door.
I am so sorry that you've had to go through all this. I know how hard this has been for you to open up and to talk to me. You okay?
Yeah. I'm feeling very vulnerable and I feel stark naked. But, for some strange reason, I actually feel better. Go figure.
Good. Because I know how hard it is for you manly men to open up to us women. But sometimes it helps to share the pain. And who knows, maybe it'll get rid of all those nightmares you were telling me about.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You're a wonderful woman, did you know that?
I know. Right now, we're just very good friends who happen to be attracted to each other.
Extremely attracted to each other.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, happy ending.
Minutes ago about being very attractive.
I think the wording was very, very attractive.
I have something better for you to do with your mouth.
I'm going to think of several things.
Oh, no!
What? It's me. It's me. It's my breath.
No, it has nothing to do with
I
you.
shouldn't have had the garlic sauce.
Look. Our speeder, it has been stolen. Somebody has stolen our car. I cannot believe this. Man, I knew it. It was just too good to be true. The best moment of my life, followed by the world's worst. I mean,
And now I'm sitting in a dry ice patch.
I'm sitting on a great...
It's Tex. Look, it's gonna be okay. Look, why don't we take a cab home? We'll call the police from home, and then tomorrow we'll call the insurance company. You don't have insurance? Oh.
Well, I
no.
did have insurance, but the fact of the matter was I was never using it, so I kind of let the policy expire.
Okay, so maybe the police can help you track it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure the police are gonna drop everything for Murphy's missing speeder.
Oi! You guys saving that spot or what?
Hell no, if you want it, take it.
You okay?
You know, actually, our speeder was just stolen.
Mama.
Yeah.
Hey, what? Would you guys like a lift to the cop shop?
No, we'll walk.
He's really just trying to do us a favor.
Chelsea, I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. It's like some sort of deja vu or something.
Oh, come on. I think you're just upset over losing the speeder. Look, don't be stubborn right now. You know
Don't
what?
take
We
rides
really
with
appreciate it.
strangers.
Would you?
Hop in.
Thank you very much.
Glad to help.
Oh, look, his hat is even uglier than yours.
What's wrong with my hat?
Yeah, Chelsea is being uncharacteristically stupid here.
It's a shame to lose such a good parking spot.
Yeah, well, thanks for reminding me.
Sorry about that.
And while we're on the subject, Chris Jones is usually a pretty decent actor, but that angry... Oh, no!
Pleasure. Glad to help.
That was terrible.
Don't miss the most exotic and exquisite exhibit of the day. The Fabergé World.
Huh. That looks oddly like a preview of a game that's never going to get made. Yeah, apparently the sequel to this was going to involve Fabergé eggs. Yes, don't take rides from strangers. Says a lot that they put that in the PI rule book and not in, you know, the kindergarten guidebook.
50 feet off the ground, I don't know.
Who's your mate?
Oh, that's Tex. He's having a very bad day.
And the dubbing is off sequence.
Oh, no, everything's just going peachy.
Well, things could get worse, huh?
But not really. But kind of. And now I'm going to stay quiet through the next bit so that we can enjoy the wonderful closing theme written for this game by Richie Havens. And yeah, director playing the stranger in the speeder.
Don't ask questions, I'll tell you no lie. Can't you see the truth is there when you look in my eyes? Such a long story, that's no alibi. I'm stuck here on the ground, learning to fly. I'm trying to try. So hard talking, things get in the way. And every time we meet it seems I have nothing to say. The gloom is rising, I can see in your eyes that you are here to take the time to teach me to fly. And I'm trying to try. I've got shadows that are my friends. Keep me posted where the road may bend. And these shadows, they don't pretend. Creating doorways at every dead end. At every dead end. The sun is rising on another day, and once again my heart begins to feel this way. No more shadows, only this place, and the light that seems to shine in your beautiful face. And I'm ready to fly. Not trying to try, not trying to try, not trying to try.
So yeah, that was Tex Murphy Overseer, and not a bad game, but you can definitely tell that it was rushed and that a lot of the puzzles were kind of thrown together, and it could have been better. It wasn't bad, but it could have been better, and isn't this timely? Twice the mystery, twice the adventure. Double your excitement with this double feature package offer from Access Software, who are now out of business, but you could have gotten both of the games in a $29 pack, 10 CDs in all for one great price. I love how they included the two pictures of the sexy women, one of whom was in the game for 2 minutes, and the other one, I think that's a publicity picture that never actually happened in the game. So, yes, unfortunately, you can no longer get this deal, but you can, in fact, get all this from Good Old Games if you haven't already. But hey, congratulations, you've successfully completed Tex Murphy Overseer on the entertainment level with a final score of 1460 out of a possible 1500. Most of that probably being for the stuff I skipped through and cheat-coded my way through. Of course, thanks to a bug, it's impossible to actually win the game because the brain maze puzzle, there's a glitch in that it won't pay out, so the highest score you can actually get on this is 1490. But I'm well and satisfied with that score. I'm less satisfied that Intel abandoned access, and then Microsoft bought them to get access to the Lynx LS program, and that we never did get a chance to see what they had planned, where things were going to pick up with, you know, Chelsea and Tex finally having confirmed their love, and whatever was going on with the mysterious man in the speedster who appears to have tranquilized them, because clearly if he shot them with live ammo, the series couldn't continue. Although for years it was rumored that no, they really did just kill Tex off in the most magnanimous way possible, but thankfully time and Kickstarter made sure that this was not the final Tex Murphy adventure. So thank you all for watching, and sometime soon we will begin Tesla Effect, the final, at the moment, Tex Murphy adventure. Thank you all for watching. This is Starman signing off. I'll see y'all next time.